You can't talk to most men about this stuff because they don't know it themselves. They've been taught their whole lives that it's not okay for a man to be too emotional. You see, there's an unspoken emotional language between women. An emotional blueprint that every woman instinctively knows, but no one ever teaches you. The problem is that you don't know it. So women will always have the upper hand when it comes to emotions, which is why so many guys get played. Have you ever been talking to a girl and she suddenly says something weird that makes you feel bad or angry? For example, they might talk about how much they hate their ex or how all men are jerks. These comments are not just small talk. They redesigned to test your reactions to see if you are a strong and confident man who doesn't take BS from others. If you let these comments bother you, or worse, try to argue with her, she realizes you're not worth her time. But if you remain calm and confident, she knows she found a man who can handle himself. Or maybe she does something seemingly nice, but then later you find out she was talking bad about you to your friends. Since ancient times, you must respect this instinct. Never try to break into a group of women who are talking or hanging out together. It's a sign of disrespect and could make the situation very uncomfortable. Don't get drawn into the woman's emotional drama. Instead, focus on the facts of the situation and try to see it objectively. Once you've done that, decide what you want to do next. Instead, have you ever noticed how women seem to know exactly what to say to get you to do what they want? And they'll withdraw those things when they want you to stop doing something. Women are masters at this form of manipulation because they are naturally more attuned to their partner's emotional needs. They know what makes them happy and what makes them sad, and they use that knowledge to get what they want. They know how to flatter you when they want something from you and how to ignore you when they do'nt. Pay attention to how your partner behaves and what she does when she wants something from you. Now, you know the silent emotional patterns that every woman uses. You can choose to use this knowledge wisely and responsibly. Don't be a creep and try to trick or manipulate women with what you've learned. Instead, use it to better understand the female mind and make more informed decisions in your romantic relationships. With this knowledge, you'll never get played again. And you'll be able to navigate the world of dating and relationships with confidence and ease. Once you start seeing patterns, it'll be easier to spot when she is trying to manipulate you and make a conscious decision not to give in. That's because women instinctively manipulate you through positive and negative rewards. Wait until they finish their conversation or ask if they mind if you join them. Women have relied on their social connections for support and protection. Men were often the ones who went out into the world to hunt or fight. Women are experts at playing on people's emotions. For more videos on how to become a high-value man, check out some other videos here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Especially those of men who are often taught from a young age to be stoic and unemotional. They know that men are more likely to listen to logic than emotion, so they appeal to their partner's sense of reason to get what they want. But they also know that men can be stubborn and resistant to change, so they use emotional manipulation to get around this. One common tactic is to make themselves appear vulnerable or helpless. They might play the victim, crying or complaining about how difficult their life is. They may say things like, "I don't know what I'd do without you," or "You are my only hope." By doing this, they're appealing to the man's sense of empathy and compassion, making him feel like he has to help them because they're too weak to do it themselves, leaving women to take care of the home and children. This meant that women had to rely on each other for help and support, and those who formed strong bonds with other women were more likely to survive. Today, this instinct is still present in women, even though we live in a modern society where women have more rights and opportunities than ever before. When a woman is with other women, she feels safe and supported. She knows that they will have her back and protect her if she ever needs it. This is why women often prefer to shop, eat, or socialize in groups. They feel more comfortable and secure when they're not alone. No matter where you go, whether it's a party, the gym, or even at work, women are always silently competing with each other. They compare everything, their looks, their accomplishments, even the way they dress. Women instinctively manipulate through emotional blackmail. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like you were being manipulated by a woman? Maybe she was guilt-tripping you or making you feel like you owed her something. Emotional blackmail is a common tactic that women use to get what they want. This competition can be healthy, pushing each woman to be her best self. Have you ever noticed that when a group of women is present, they tend to stick together? They sit close to each other, talk in hushed tones, and exclude anyone who isn't part of their group. This behavior might seem strange, but it's actually a survival instinct that has been passed down to women for centuries. But it can also be destructive, leading to jealousy, gossip, and backstabbing. That's because women instinctively test people's emotions to make sure they can trust them. But in order to do this, they need to be seen as the best. Instead, you'll keep your distance, knowing that it's not your place to take sides or offer opinions. Remember, your loyalty lies with yourself. And the only way for a woman to stand out is to put other women down. That's why you often hear women gossiping about each other behind their backs. They might complain about a friend's new haircut or criticize her choice of clothing. But it's all a silent competition to establish dominance and show that they're the best. They do this by making seemingly innocent comments or jokes that seem nice, but actually try to provoke a reaction from you. For example, a woman might compliment you and then criticize you right after to see how you react. If you become upset, she knows she can't trust you. But if you remain calm and confident, she knows she found someone special. So they bury it deep down inside, convinced that being strong means never showing weakness or expressing their feelings. By the end of this video, you'll know the silent emotional patterns that every woman uses. Trust me, once you know this, you'll never get played again. But if they did, they'd see that their emotions are the key to unlocking everything in their life. Also, this video is made for educational purposes only. So don't be a creep and try to use it to manipulate or trick women into sleeping with you. If you do that, you're the creep and the one who's going to get played. So remember, great power comes with great responsibility. Got it? Good. Let's begin. Because it's your emotions that dictate your actions, how you treat others, and how others treat you back. And if you control your emotions, you control your life. But what we're going to go over today is even more powerful. Now, before we begin, just a warning, this knowledge is extremely powerful. So I urge you to use it wisely and responsibly. No. 1. Women subconsciously test your emotions all the time. Emotional testing also explains why women sometimes say things that seem offensive or hurtful. Number 2, women silently compete with each other all the time. You see, women are social creatures who crave connection and validation from others, especially other women. And if you understand this, you'll never get pulled into a catfight between women. 3, women instinctively form a protective circle around their own. You see, as a man, number 4, you see, the best way to defend yourself against emotional blackmail is to stay calm and rational. 5, women instinctively manipulate you through positive and negative rewards. This means that they'll give you attention, affection, or praise when they want you to do something for them. The best way to protect yourself from this kind of manipulation is to be aware of it. Remember, knowledge is the first step towards true power. If you agree with the points I made in this video, let me know in the comments.